talking about a different president, but kind of related to this. How did you and Amy get through multiple open heart surgeries of your beloved son, Paul? And what did President Bush do when he learned of your son's condition?
Yeah. So Paul was born with 5 congenital heart defects and was given a clean bill of health at first, and then we found out about his issues and had to have emergency open heart surgery in the first few days, and then had another open heart surgery at 6 or 10 months, and then another at 6. So he's had 3 open heart surgeries and 9 angioplasties, but he's doing fantastic. You would never know on the playground. And I wrote the first book I wrote was Special Heart, about this journey and how we got through that. One of the things in there, I was chief White House correspondent at the time, and when this happened, then President Bush reached out and made a phone call and just said that he was thinking and praying about our family. And I always thought, and I didn't answer the phone at the time, by the way, I was in the hospital, and I always thought, you know, for the leader of the free world to do that, he did it with not just me, but other people who covered him. I thought it was indicative of kind of values that he shared.
But what did he do with the White House doctor? Didn't he have the White House doctor? Didn't he ask the White House doctor to speak to you, see the condition, and to keep him updated?
So Tony Snow, the press secretary
and to
at the
keep him
time,
updated?
Yes, the press secretary at the time, Tony Snow, who was dealing, by the way, with his own health issues, his cancer, said the White House, he wanted the White House doctor to keep him updated on Paul's progress to see how he was doing. So anyway, there's a great picture of Paul in the Oval Office before his second surgery, where he's touching President Bush's nose, and that was the day before his second surgery. I'm blessed. I'm blessed with a family that it gives me perspective. Having gone through this, it makes me a better person, I think, a better anchor, a better husband, and ideally a better able to talk about things in a way that you realize what's important and you don't sweat the small stuff. And so that book was the first effort. This book is a much different effort, but I dedicate it to Paul and Daniel because I think it's important that we get these stories and these nuggets. There are these oral histories that we found that had never been tapped. Stuff about Eisenhower in his own words, that had never been exploited. Letters and documents from the library. We went to the Kennedy Library, the Truman Library, the Eisenhower Library. And that is the backbone of this narrative that really puts you in the room in these 3 days. And through that soda straw, we then look back at the life and times of how Eisenhower gets there and what makes him tick.